Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is Sarah Shazad. Welcome to CxO TV. CxO TV is CxO Global Forum, where it's a innovation. CxO Global Forum, where innovation meets ideas for growth through our knowledge sharing platform. Joining us today, Mr. Umer Ghumman, Director, Head of Group at Samsung, IT and Mobile. He's looking after division Pakistan and Afghanistan. Good evening, Mr. Omar. How are you today?
Good evening, Assalamu alaikum, Sarah. How are you doing?
Jiwalim Islam. First of all, welcome to our show, and it's our pleasure that to have you around. Mr. Umar, a lifetime with Tetra Pak and then Samsung. How was it leaving such a long-term professional relationship?
Yeah, I still love my previous organization as I have spent 17 years over there. That was my third job. So out of the total 25 years in my career, I spent 17 years with Tetra Pak. I still have great friends over there, and I wish them luck all the time, and I keep on meeting them. So it was not difficult per se because I was leaving for one of Tetra Pak was the biggest company in the world in terms of food packaging, and Samsung happens to be in smartphones the biggest. So I
True.
am blessed to move from the top organization to the top organization. The only difference is the tech is a much bigger sector, and this turns out to be among the top five companies in the world. So I feel blessed, and I am I still miss Tetra Pak. That is my first corporate love, and this one is turning out to be my second corporate love.
Great, glad to know because, of course, you have spent a long time there and you must be connected with them and they must be proud of you that you are doing great at another platform. So, Mr. Umar, style versus technology, what does Pakistan mobile phone consumer want?
Yeah, actually, Pakistani consumer wants a bit of everything. They want style and they want the performance, and they want to take a lot of photographs. So technology with the advanced cameras and connectivity helps them to be visible to the world. So I personally feel that both things have to go hand in hand. And fortunately, the company which I work for, which is Samsung, they have all the tools in their arsenal to show and make people feel extremely comfortable and at home with the devices that we provide to them.
All right, okay. So, what marketing strategy have you used to capture the high-end segment in Android phones?
Actually, the marketing strategy only works, in my view, when you have a great product. So, what we are trying to do is to make sure that people know more about the product, and once they are able to understand the basic features, and then they see, okay, I can make the most out of this technology. For example, I'll just give you an example of this foldable device that we just recently launched.
Exactly.
And this one, right? As you can see,
Right.
this is one, and there's another one which is a flip. So fold is you see it's a small screen, and then you just make it
You can
bigger,
fold it.
and it
Exactly.
becomes a tablet, and it becomes almost a laptop. So I travel all over Pakistan and sometimes outside the country, despite of COVID. Uh, and with this fold, I don't miss my laptop. So
Exactly.
I would have done this interview on my fold by keeping it in the folded position like this, without having to have any kind of say stand or a selfie stick. And
True.
I would have been doing this video con with you, but since we had to show you the phone, so I'm not using it.
So it's like a laptop and it's very handy. You can easily carry it.
Yeah.
Right. So, can you tell us about the third generation of foldable devices,
Now
the one you just?
this is the third generation of foldable device, and I'm going to be showing you both. Now this is
Okay.
a small foldable. This is what we call flip, right?
Flip. Right.
and this is what we call Fold. So this is the third generation, means we have launched it for the third times for the third time ever since it was launched like 3 years back. So
Okay.
and now this is the third version of that, and this is a lot more advanced phone. It has got the S Pen facility. As you understand, in the Note series, we used to have the S Pen. Now we can use the S Pen to take the notes on this on this Fold phone. And then when you start taking notes, you can take it in your own writing, and this can be turned into the text
Okay, into
form.
a text.
And
Okay.
it is a water resistant phone, and both of them are water resistant phone. So they actually make your life much easier,
Easier.
and you are able to use technology at the most optimum level.
Wonderful. So we have seen through advertisements that these are the most durable foldable devices yet. So what can you tell us about this?
Uh, I can tell you, you can. I'll just show you a few features, and then we can
Okay.
go about it. Uh,
Sure.
on the higher side, the phone is very tough. It is armor aluminum frame metal,
Okay.
which is tough and light at the same time. The phone is has got a Gorilla Glass screen, which actually makes the screen very tough, and it continues to go on for a longer period of time. Then it has got
Okay.
5G, and it is water resistant. It has got S Pen, and I'm talking about the Fold 3. And when it comes to using usability of the phone, the battery becomes, the usage of the battery is very at a very optimum level. Now I'm going to show you something which is going to look very interesting to you as well. You being a career woman and who have a family as well,
Exactly.
and possibly running all the chores at in your kitchen, cooking, feeding the
Exactly.
kids, taking them to school, going to the
Badly need
going.
that.
So you need something which actually makes it, which actually gives you
True.
quite a lot of convenience. So
Convenience.
I'm gonna show you something
Okay.
now in this phone. So I am going to take an option where I can open three apps at the same time. So one happens to be my YouTube, the other one happens to be my LinkedIn, and one is Facebook. So maybe the camera is not
Really?
showing.
That's
So all
amazing.
three apps are there. So suppose if you are there and you have to talk to your sisters on WhatsApp, and then you have to
Exactly.
watch your favorite drama on YouTube, and then you're sitting in the kitchen and you're thinking, oh, आज का महीने का खर्चा पूरा देख लो क्या हिसाब किताब बन रहा है, and
True.
you want to
True.
open the calculator at the same time. So you are doing the calculator, you are doing the WhatsApp call or chat, and then you're watching your favorite TV program, and you're doing all three things at the same time. And you can have these shortcuts in your phone for whatever apps you want to pair together as three, and then you can open them together and you can utilize them. This is one very basic thing. Now, if you want to watch a movie and you just open it and it becomes a tent like this, and
Okay.
you don't have, you can watch like this on a smaller screen. And if you want to
You
open
can
it,
place it somewhere and you can watch it. You don't have to hold it all the time.
yeah, it's a flex mode that we see. So it becomes in the L
Yes.
shape like this, 90 degrees, and then you can sort of you can utilize it, and then this part becomes a keyboard, and this becomes a screen, and then
Okay.
you can start typing at the same time. Then linking with the Windows or your laptop. So whatever, if you are connected on the same network, you can actually start sliding files and the photographs in your laptop, and slide photographs from your laptop to your phone. So you don't have to send an email to yourself. You can just slide in like a just an extended screen होती है आपके laptop और computer के अंदर.
Sahi.
So and
So
then camera.
Samsung was offering something like this earlier, I guess.
Uh,
Like we can
we
use.
Yeah, yeah. the link service was there, but when it comes to the features that I'm telling you,
Yes,
other than the foldable, like aluminum armor, Gorilla Glass kind of next version, and then the water resistance and the S Pen. These things were not available before, and that's where, as you can see, as we were discussing before as well, that in Pakistan, Pakistan is changing. The world is changing. It is the time for the apps, like for the likes of Food Panda, for the likes of
exactly.
Careem, Uber.
Absolutely.
घर में काम करवाना है उसके लिए भी आपने कोई ऐप आ गई, घर साफ
Gee,
करवाना है उसके लिए भी कोई ना कोई ऐप आ गई. So, and it is and then you need smartphones. So the technology is needed, and the technology is as advanced, which I've just told you about. Your life is going to be much more productive in a less period of time.
that's great to know because I believe that I had a Samsung phone earlier and I could use one or two apps at the same time. But I guess now it's अभी इसमें ज़्यादा आ रही हैं. अभी we can use three apps at the same time, I believe,
जी,
in
ऐप
this
पेयरिंग टू के
particular.
साथ थी, अब 3 के साथ हो गई है.
Okay, that's great to know. So, can you please brief us more about the screen, that Galaxy Z Flips 3 cover screen?
कवर स्क्रीन, अच्छा, कवर स्क्रीन में मैं आपको एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ दिखाता हूँ. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई हैव टू मूव अ लिटिल
Yeah, I can
हियर,
see now.
सो ताकि मैं कैमरे के सामने आ जाऊँ. ऑलराइट. सो अब ये एक चीज़ है कि मैं आप फॉर एग्जांपल आप अपनी स्क्रीन के साथ, मैं आप इसको कैमरा कैमरा हम दोनों मिक्स कर देते हैं और बात करते हैं. So suppose if you are taking a photograph, and I'll just take a photograph right now. So जब मैं
Okay.
आपकी photograph यहाँ से ले रहा हूँ, so can you see yourself? But it's a
Yes, I
reflection.
can. I can.
But now you can see yourself. Other than the reflection, you can see something on the screen as well. जैसे कि
G,
uh,
बिल्कुल. I can.
राइट, ये आप, अच्छा, ये स्क्रीन ऐसे क्यों नजर आ रही है? दिस वट एवर आई कैन सी ऑन द स्क्रीन यू कैन ऑल्सो सी. सो इफ आई एम टेकिंग योर फोटोग्राफ, यू यू वुड बी मोर अटेंटिव के अब मेरी तस्वीरें भी कैसे लग रही है और एंगल सही
G,
कर लें.
बिल्कुल.
एंड सेम गोज फॉर द
So it
अदर.
works as a one
सो
can
अगर मैं
all
ये दिखाऊं,
the other
you can
person
see
can
here
also
also.
see G.
Yeah.
Sahi.
So you
Wow, that's
it's a
great
dual
feature.
display in a way. And same goes
It's
for the
everyone's phone. It's your
smaller
kid's
phone as well.
phone. It's a household person's phone.
हाँ
It's
जी.
everyone's phone then.
एग्जैक्टली, एग्जैक्टली. और दूसरा ये कि फोल्डेबल स्क्रीन का एक जो लोगों को जनरली नहीं पता होता, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट बेंडिंग द लॉ ऑफ द फिजिक्स. दिस इज अ सॉलिड स्क्रीन व्हिच इज बेंडिंग, एंड it doesn't crack easily. So
And the great thing about it is that it's you can keep it in your pocket and it's very easy to carry because now phones has become so big and heavy. Sometimes it irritates you. Sometimes it's
yeah,
very hard to carry them. You find it very fancy, very nice, very catchy, but it's very hard to maintain them. You can't keep it in your pocket and even in your bags.
exactly. Depends which phone you choose. If you a lady, this is more like a makeup kit as well. So you can open and you can watch yourself on screen as well, and you can do the makeup. And actually, the concept of this phone started off with the makeup kit. So makeup kit, मैंने इसके 3-4 साल पहले, I've been working for this company for the last 5 years. So I saw those basic modules would के थे, and we did not realize that how far this phone would go and how important that initial part of, like clay model होता है, wood model होता है, वो सारे हम लोगों ने देखे. और आज हम देख रहे हैं कि
So,
seeing this turning from wood into a proper phone which is functioning, that is a scene and a half to watch, and I'm enjoying it very well. And you're absolutely right. The phone is very handy, and you can sort of slip that in your pocket very easily. And
exactly,
it's got dual
exactly.
SIM. One is like eSIM निकाल के दूसरे को डालने की जरूरत नहीं है. So one of the operators is providing the eSIM facility in Pakistan.
You're making me shift to Android back.
I'll tell
I'm on
you I'll tell you more
By,
things, and then you'll say, okay, I'm just going to go now, because the trade up facility has just been opened in a couple of cities in Pakistan, and Lahore is one of them. So why
okay,
don't you just go to one of the outlets at the mall and give your expensive other phones and buy this valuable this phone? So, and you'll get a
exactly.
very good price for that.
No, but seriously, the feature, the foldable, and how convenient it is to carry, that's the main thing.
Exactly.
So, like discussing all this, do you think that smartphone market is ready for foldable phones?
Yes, it is, because one technology takes over the other technology. So I'm not saying the laptops are going totally obsolete, or tablets are going totally obsolete. They are being sold in big numbers, but there are some times that you cannot carry laptop all the time. So when you're frequently traveling from one place to another place, and you don't have to carry a heavy laptop bag with yourself, and so it can partially replace the laptop. So foldables are taking over. They It should take over the shares from the tablets and the laptop category, or rather enhance the usage of those, because people would be able to use technology at a time when they could not use, because they could not carry the laptop while you're sitting for example, sitting in the
Exactly.
restaurant, and sitting at
Exactly.
a relative's place, and you can't like open up and do your VPN.
True.
So small screen paper up, you can hardly see a lot of things. Here you can edit presentations, you can write and you can take notes, and you can shift them
Exactly.
into the text form.
It's a one window solution.
Exactly.
Uh, Omer Saab, how is the Afghanistan market different from Pakistan, since you are actually seeing both of them?
Uh, two markets are different. Pakistan is a lot more advanced market, uh, but Afghanistan, as the peace would come in, let's see how the situation evolves. So uh, we are more than happy, to expand our business in both countries, because I'm responsible for both.
Okay.
But as soon as the things get settled over there, the business prospects are going to grow. So we hope to grow our business in both countries.
All right. Okay. So, if we talk about your profile, believe in con you believe in the concept of paid forward. So, since you teach as a visiting faculty, what do you say about it?
I have been going to different universities as a guest speaker, and I have done it for multiple times, and I love it. And as you know, you have to give back to the society. So in whatever capacity you can, few people can do the charity, and few people can help people, and few people can help people grow their career. So helping the young generation grow their career and giving them the right kind of advice, in terms of helping them enhance their focus, knowledge, and whatever mistakes I made in my career, I wouldn't want anyone to make those mistakes. I would rather want them to move forward. For example, I have been shortlisted among the in Self 100 program in Samsung. I've been shortlisted among the 60 top leaders in the world, in the Samsung world, and my video and the advice and what I have learned over the last 20 years has been recorded, and it's being shown in the Samsung Leadership Center, which I see as a great privilege for me. So I'm a teacher at heart. I'm a coach at heart, and whatever I learned from the books, as you can see, this is my library, and you can only
Yeah,
see
I can. I
a
can. I was
small
about to
snippet of
ask
that.
you.
So my wife allowed me to have one room, and it's a proper office, and I thoroughly enjoy. And these are the books on top of the flag. These are the books which I highly recommend to the kids and the young generation, even my own kids, to go through and learn and have a purpose of their life, focus, and
True.
advance their life in the much better way. So a writer spends a lifetime and then
Exactly.
compiles everything in a book. So why not to learn from them?
True,
instead of
true,
living
true.
life.
And I believe that the young generation, the youth, is actually they deserve it. They deserve good teachers. They deserve uh, teachers to tell them their experience, how they started from scratch, and what roadblocks they had. So it's I think that you're doing great about it. I mean, जो आपका एक thought process है, it's there are very few people who are thinking that way, especially
That's
in
very true.
today's age.
I think
So
everyone, I know a lot of people want to do it, but sometimes people don't find time. But if it's a
exactly.
hobby and you love it, you have to find time. So I also sneak myself into one-time
That's the
slot
main
whenever
thing. That's the
I
main
do
thing,
it.
exactly. You're taking out your valuable time and spending on that side also. So, lastly, I would like to ask that since we have discussed it, you have a rich professional and educational background. Based on that, what is your message for the youth in undergrad and those who want to enter in corporate world?
I think I get to meet people from tier one universities to the tier two and tier three universities at the same time. And coincidentally, uh, people coming from the tier one universities are trained relatively better. So that's why they become the first preference, and that's why that university becomes a tier one university. But
True,
I wouldn't want to have any bias or prejudice about any university, but it's about time for the universities to lift up the spirits of the people. And the tier one universities should also understand the kids who are trained well. They should be groomed well, not to be arrogant about it. So now, what is the most important thing one needs to learn at the university is the discipline. So if a person is disciplined and comes on time and never misses a deadline and bounces back, you fail almost every day in practical life. So if you are bogged down by one failure, there's high probability you will not be able to go further. So
exactly.
what I would
Absolutely.
recommend that the universities should give a lot of difficulties to the students at the university level so that they are able to. This is simulation for the practical life. Secondly, the kids, everyone should understand the numbers, no matter which field you are coming from. Creative person, or you need to understand the finance and numbers. I'm just talking about the business professionals, and even a doctor needs to know what is positive pressure and what is negative pressure. What is a chemical
True,
um,
true.
combination of a body and what kind of a medicine they need to give. Engineers also need to know the number, and business professionals have to do that. So I personally feel that the focus one, purpose of life two, discipline number three, and continuous improvement and sharpening the saw, which means that if you can't find a mentor or a friend, you might find, but they might not have the time. So these books in the back, they are your mentors, and every book has thousands of coaches inside, and there are a lot of examples. So one needs to learn and relate with it, and never ever think that university doesn't teach you anything. University gives you the right environment to be ready. It's a gateway and a passport to enter the practical life. So one should do that very frequently. And I went to business school in my late 30s once again and reinvented myself. And from that on time onwards, my life changed. The 2 years at lumps at the age of 38 further
Okay.
enhanced my career, and I don't regret one bit. I wish I get more chances to study more, to reinvent myself and be a better professional in the corporate world.
Well said, Mr. Umar. What utility you see being a member of CXO Global Forum?
I think one gets to see. I get to see quite a lot of point of views, and then there is quite a lot of good material being shared. Sometimes I read it, and sometimes I save it for reference. And there are few very tech savvy. I see that a lot of tech savvy people are there, And technology, although I work for a technology company, but technology is ever changing. The world is becoming ever more
Agree.
complex, and it's shrinking at the same time. You don't have time for reaction. So
True.
learning through this CXO forum is one of the biggest gain that I have by being part of this. But I think I should learn more often and I should be more active. But I can't be active, but in a very in a less proactive way. In a stealth mode, I keep on learning from the leaders on the group, and that's a very good thing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Omer, and you being a part of our show today and taking out your valuable time. And hope to see you soon, inshallah, again. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Iman, for your time and having me on board.
Hafiz.